Howdy Beer Army, my name's Amanda Alch. It's time to take off your camo and put on your cowboy boots because we are in Fort Worth, Texas, where family tradition and craft brewing come together at Rahr and Sons Brewing Company. Today they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary as the pioneers of the craft brew movement in North Texas. There's a lot of family tradition and history dating all the way back to 1847 for Rahr and Sons. Tell me something about that history and about Rahr malting.
I'll tell you what, we have almost 170 years of rich German brewing history in this country. My great-great-grandparents came over from Germany in 1847, and they set up the very first lager brewery in the state of Wisconsin. So before Pabst, before Hollin, before Blatz, there was their little Rahr brewery in Manitowoc, Wisconsin, which is about halfway between Green Bay and Milwaukee, just along the lake shore of Lake Michigan.
Right, for all the Packer fans.
Exactly. Right? And they opened up a lager brewery. Now they also started manufacturing their own malt for their own consumption. Well, they made so much malt that they actually started to sell some of the malt to the surrounding breweries in the area. And before long, that kind of become a first business, if you know what I mean. And for a long time, they made beer and they made malt. And right after the turn of the century, they kind of saw Prohibition coming. And so they decided to get out of brewing altogether, sell off all the brewing equipment, and just focus on making malt. When Prohibition came, they had the ability to convert a lot of that malting equipment over to flour milling and other cereal products. So during the Prohibitionary years, they were already set for having a second business during that period. After Prohibition, obviously they didn't want to go back into brewing because we didn't have any of the brewing equipment, but we still had all the malting equipment, so they just went back to making malt for beer. And that's what the family still does, and they'll be celebrating their 169th anniversary this year. I'm a 5th generation brewer, and my kids, who are now 16 and 18, are 6th generation brewers. So. Wow.
I mean, now you're in 10 years of business at Rahr and Sons, and everybody called you crazy when you first started, but now you're here, and you've got a lot of fans, obviously, 2,500 people coming to this party today.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think it's great. People ask me, does it feel like 10 years? And, you know, I think back and I think some days it feels like it was just yesterday, and then there are days that feels like it was an eternity ago. I mean, to say it's been easy is an incredible understatement. It's been one of the most difficult things of our lives. We have had incredible highs and we've had incredible lows. You know, in the beginning, the first 3 years, we almost shut the brewery down 3 times.
Oh, wow.
At one point, actually laying off all my employees, and we were actually going to shut the brewery down. So, you know, we've had those things, and the roof collapse in 2010 from the snowstorm that we thought was going to wipe us out completely. It turned out to be probably one of the best things that could ever happen to us. We had business interruption insurance, so financially we were taken care of, and actually during the 5 months that we were down, we actually got to hire more people, buy some new equipment, rebrand and repackage everything that we do. So it was almost like having that easy button you see on TV. We had the easy button, we got to hit it, and we got to retool the entire brewery. Things that we wanted to do, but we would have never been able to do if we were up and running and in production. So we had 5 months to really take care of the things that we wanted to take care of.
What beers can people look forward to in the future?
I'll tell you what, we've got some exciting things coming out in 2015. Some of the small batch things that we've been doing around the brewery, putting in a draft and doing special events at bars and restaurants and around town, they've been so popular that we've decided to come back next year with a 4-pack series called the Hell's Half Acre. And the first series of the beer that's going to come out in the springtime is going to be our Iron Joe. And that's our Iron Thistle Scottish Wee Heavy, but we've blended it with some cold pressed coffee from the Avoca Coffee Roasters right down here on Magnolia.
Yeah.
So it's a nice collaboration of local businesses coming together to do something really fun and interesting. And it's a fantastic beer. So that'll be out in a 4-pack. And then for the fall, we're going to come out with another 4-pack of our pumpkin beer that we had this year as the Visionary beer. And reception of that beer has just been incredible. So we're going to bring that out in a 4-pack for general consumption next year as well. So lots of fun things coming out. We're bringing back an older brand that we didn't package this year, the Bucking Bach. but we're going to put it in cans, and it'll be 6-pack cans. So we're really excited to bring that brand back as well.
That's very exciting. Well, congratulations, Fritz, on behalf of Brew for You. If you could do me a favor and just cheers your beer to Brew for You and all the people.
Cheers.
Brew for You is so excited. We are talking to Craig, who is the head brewer at Rahr and Sons Brewing Company. Craig, can you tell me something about the science behind brewing beer at Rahr and Sons?
Yeah, I mean, the science, we've had a lab here for about 2 years now, and I mean, really the science is all about letting the yeast in the beer do its natural thing and be patient with it. A lot of brewers can tend to rush things, get beer out into the market maybe too fast, when we make sure that we really just let the yeast do its natural, take its natural course and finish everything out.
And what is your specific role in the brewing process?
Everything. I have my hands in every single part in this place. I mean, I'm anywhere from on the brew house to filtering. I hang out in the lab a lot. I even hang out with the sales guys a lot in the market. There's more to this entire business than a lot of people do.
Well, you know, we've been to other breweries. This is a huge operation here at Rahr. Your storehouse is amazing. Can you tell me something about everything that we have going on around us right now?
Well, we just started canning, so that's really our new canning line, and it's really been a challenge trying to tinker the whole thing because it's a small machine. There's a lot of things you can play with, but it's pretty fun to have cans available in the market. We've had a lot of customers ask for it for a long time.
Well, we are so excited for you guys. It is 10 years of brewing here at Rahr and Sons. How do you feel about that as the brewer?
It's great. I've been here 4 years now, and to see even, I mean, I wasn't around the beginning, but I heard of Rahr. I'm a local guy, so kind of heard about Rahr since the beginning. And everything that the place has been through, there's been a lot of changes in those 10 years, and the past 4 years I've been here, I've been really proud of where the beers have come, and really how the whole community has come around.
Do a cheers and say Brew for You. That would be great.
Cheers, Brew for You.
Thank you, Craig. We are so lucky today to be talking to Jeff, who is in charge of marketing and label making here at Rahr and Sons Brewing Company. They actually made a special beer for the 10th anniversary party today. Can you tell us something about that?
Yes, it's Imperial Chocolate Milk Stout made with Dude Sweet Chocolate, which is local. The name we came up with, Jahrzehnt with a J, is actually decade in German. So I just decided to replace the J with an R and call it Jahrzehnt. It worked out perfectly. So it's kind of a twist on German decade, and it has our name in there, so it just worked out. So
one of the things I think that is so cool about Rahr beers is that you guys actually include the family history in the label making process. Can you name a couple beers where you've been able to do that? Yeah,
absolutely. Our Blonde, which is one of the first beers that we produced, is actually Fritz's mother is on the label. She was a pinup model. She was actually a runner-up in 1952 in Miss America. And a lot of the other labels, the Storm Cloud, the ship, is actually one of the boats that Fritz's family came over on from Germany. So a lot of our labels have old family meanings.
How do you go about marketing the Rahr beers?
It's really cool. They give me a lot of creative control. I just kind of think outside the box and come up with things to do, anything that's out of the ordinary. It's great to have a job where they just let you do whatever you want to do, and we do whatever we want to do, and sometimes I get a little bit too wacky and we have to back up a few steps and kind of, you know, tone it down a little bit, but you guys should see the stuff that doesn't make the cut.
Well, if somebody does want to see the Rahr brewery itself, they want to drop by and meet you, when can they do that?
Yeah, we're actually open twice a week right now. Every Wednesday, 5 to 7:30. Every Saturday from 1 to 3. We have an open house, tastings, food trucks, live music. Just come out, grab a glass, get some beer, and hang out.
So Jeff, I am looking for a beer.
Okay,
Can you help me with that?
Oh, I can absolutely help you with that.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking to go because this is a great party, and I feel like I'm spending way too much time talking.
We have over 40 beers on tap right now. Over half of them are beers that are not commercially available. We just made them just for today. So what do you want?
All of the above. I want a stout, I want a pumpkin, I want everything.
Well, we have a rum pumpkin firkin in the front parking lot that's really good. I already had like a whole glass of it. So.
All right, well, I'm ready to go.
Let's get you one. Let's do it.
Don't be jealous. I am so excited about trying all of these beers. So exciting. Tell me about each one.
Well, the first one is our pumpkin beer, rum barrel-aged pumpkin beer in a firkin. And let's give it a try. Lots of pumpkin, lots of rum, rumkin, pumpkin.
Oh, so good.
It's amazing.
Wow.
This is probably my favorite beer here today. If I had to pick one, I'm a huge pumpkin beer fan. Though.
I'm a huge pumpkin beer fan
and
too.
I'll drink pumpkin beer in July. I don't
you
care.
know what?
I don't care.
I would drink any beer any time of the year.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God, so good.
All right, you want to move up and on?
Let's do it.
Let's save this one for last.
Okay.
The next one is our 2011 bourbon barrel aged winter warmer that's been extra aged in an additional oak barrel. So double barrel? I don't know what you call it. I'm not a brewer.
I'm not a brewer either, but it does sound delicious.
Double barrel.
Double barrel.
Now that's ridiculous.
That is amazing. Oh.
I'm not going to be able to stand up.
I love winter warmers. They're so good. There's just spice. What kind of spices do you guys have in here?
Warmer spice. Winter warmer spice.
Nutmeg, cinnamon.
Yeah, I think they call them mulling spices. That would have been a good Craig question.
Yeah.
But it's spice.
Still delicious. We love it.
Winter spice.
Cheers.
We're gonna
10 years of delicious beers.
Which segue, the next beer is our 10th anniversary beer, but this is a special version. This is the Rahr that we were talking about. It's an imperial chocolate milk stout made with Dude Sweet chocolate, and this version has been oak barrel aged. So
this is doubly supporting local.
Yeah, and oh, by the way, none of these are commercially released to the public.
That is so exciting.
Only
Brew for
time
you
you're going to get it is today. This is it.
This is it. This is the first day. Only
day. The first
day.
and last day.
Wow! Look at me getting all the perks in this place.
Here you go. The cream of the crop.
Oh my God.
You get that roast, you get that cocoa, that chocolate.
So good. It's espresso and
oh yeah.
Definitely the chocolate is like it's huge.
It's good stuff.
And you guys teamed up with Dude Sweet Chocolate, which is really cool, and they're local, like I said, as well.
Yeah.
How did you guys get involved with them?
They make chocolate, and we needed chocolate, and they're local. And we asked them.
And they're here today.
It's that simple. They're here today. They're here today. We're all about local. We try to keep it as close as we can. And when we wanted to make a chocolate milk stout, we said, who makes chocolate in the Metroplex? And Dude Sweet. That's it. So we hooked up with them, bought hundreds of pounds of raw cocoa, and threw it in the tank, and magic happened.
Magic happened. I'm so excited to be here at this party.
I'm going to interview you.
Oh, you're going to interview me?
Yeah. What's your favorite of the three?
Well, I love this one. But I'm an Imperial Stout fan. I'm sorry for all my IPA fans out there. I know that's probably very sad, especially for Dennis, who we interviewed last week. But I do like this one, and then I'm a big pumpkin fan as well. So I really like this one, and I do taste the rum. So it's it's a great combo of two delicious alcoholic beverages.
It's a lot of good in a glass.
It's a lot of good in a glass.
And as we say, put some class in your glass.
Put some class in your glass.
That's our 10th anniversary slogan.
Awesome. So, are you excited about this party?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah?
Do I look excited?
You look like you're feeling awesome.
I'm feeling great. I had beer for breakfast. I'm having beer for lunch. I'm going to have beer for dinner. And we're going to see what happens.
This is a ridiculous interview. Cheers!
Awesome.
Again.
One more time.
One more time. Woohoo! Brew
Every
for
time
you.
you hear a
Very
ding,
exciting.
an angel gets drunk. Or a wing. I can't remember what it is. Drunk.
Got my camera for your phone.
Because it's a beautiful, beautiful Irish day out today. Great Seattle day we're having here in Fort Worth, Texas. My Untappd name is actually Rarasaurus. That's how much I love Rahr beer. So,
no way! I'm a big Untappd fan myself, I have to be honest.
Well,
I check
what's your Untappd name?
It's my name. It's alchamanda, I believe.
Okay, see, mine's Rarasaurus, so I have street cred here.
Yeah, you have street cred here. That's for sure. Yeah. That's for sure. Now, tell me, what is your favorite Rahr and Sons beer?
That would have to be the bourbon barrel aged Iron Joe, which is their Iron Thistle. They add a Vodka cold brew coffee to that, and then they put that in bourbon barrels. It's absolutely amazing. I drank it all, so none of it's here. But they do have their winter warmer, which they also bourbon barrel aged. That's my second favorite Rahr beer. They've got the 2011, 13, and 14 varieties here right now in oak casks back there. You better get them before they're gone.
This guy is a fan, let me tell you. Now, okay, all right, so 10 years in business.
Yes.
That's amazing, right? Because in Texas, actually in North Texas specifically, most of the breweries that are here have only gone up to 3 years.
Yes.
So Rahr Brewing has been around for a while now.
North Texas' first craft brewery.
Right, and what do you think about that?
I think it's really impressive. They're kind of the granddaddy. They sort of built the whole concept of the tours that we've got here. All the other breweries do it. The $10, you get the pint glass, you get 3 samples. Because originally you couldn't come to the brewery and buy the beer, so you give them $10 for a tour, and then hey, what's up? Here's a free pint glass and beer to put in it. It's great. So yeah, they really sort of set the stage for everything.
What do you think about the party today?
It's really, really good. I bought the VIP ticket, so I got in here before all the rubes. They let the riffraff in, so it's kind of crowded. Gonna start throwing some bows. Yeah, kind of people up in the bubble.
How are you feeling at this point?
I've sobered up a little bit because the lines have gotten long, which is unfortunate, but I'm still feeling good. It's nice and cool for a great November day.
But you know what? It's great. We're having a lot of fun here, and I'm glad that you're having a great time. We are so lucky that we were able to have you on Brew for You.
Thank you.
And I wish you had a beer glass. We need to get some.
Got one right here. 10th anniversary, baby. Special limited edition.
Every cowboy and cowgirl came down to Rahr and Sons for their 10-year anniversary party. We were so lucky to be here. We got to talk to Fritz, who's the owner and operator of this amazing brewing company. We got to talk to Jeff, who's super cool, fun to be around. Craig, an amazing brewer. So it's time to do a cheers with all of my friends to Brew for You.
Stole your beer.
That wasn't very nice.